Okay. And there's the link. There's the links. Okay, back into this. I don't know why the game always ends up being so loud. Like, what's the volume? That's at 2%. It's still pretty loud in my headphones, but we have gotten rid of our B-movie overlords, and we are coming back to some standards. We will be playing tanks, or at least I will be playing tanks, and while that may be a terrible idea during Saturdays, well, this is a stream before my finals exams, and I just wanted to have a little bit of fun myself, you see, so this isn't exactly an elite out tank. I believe that this could be worth a try, couldn't it? So let's quickly check what we're running, and well, this is just a waste. And let's try the E3. Oh boy, I'm gonna quickly just share the link because it ain't automated. It ain't automated on all of the servers I'm at, so it's only automated for mine. One moment. There we go. Jeez, I'm gonna copy it once we're done with this battle, though, because sometimes the loading times are super weird. Sometimes you load immediately. Sometimes you never load, and it's just really out of nowhere. So okay. Yamato Harbor, heavy centric. I was AFK for like 30 seconds, and my frames are relatively steady. I've set the stream out, but to be like 30 FPS. Yikes! I couldn't have hit a worse area of the armor, and well, that could have happened too. Well, just the E3 things. Three things. Oh dear. Oh, we're having some terrible ping spikes. What the hell is going on? Oh, jeez. Oh, well, that's never happened to me before. Ooh. Oh, that was a truly terrible spike, though. I have to admit. We have to back ourselves up in a corner. Because, well, the leopard could be coming out of, well, anywhere. And that could happen too. So, the leopard is dead. And let's continue on. Oh, jeez, again. Again, like 300, 400 ping. That's really unusual. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, well, that's one bounce of many. Or one bounce of none. It all really depends on how much you expose yourself. The E3 has a very temperamental armor profile. A lot of people think it's god tier, but as long as you know about that viewport weak spot, the E3 has like practically no armor against you. I believe that I did a fire on my lower plate, which was probably visible, or they just went through my drive wheel, like completely through. Ooh. Oh no, that isn't bueno. That ain't bueno. And well, we are gonna find out, aren't we? So, yeah, a mouse motion. Oh jeez. This ain't it, chief. This ain't it. Okay. And back to the chat. Okay. Oh jeez. 144B. Set to live. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the pink is really weird. Ooh, oh there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. Whatever the hell that was. Mm. Mm. I mean, when I'm streaming, my ping goes up by like 70, so I probably do not have a good enough network for this. But surprisingly, this kind of happens only in Blitz. Every other game seems to have like perfectly fine ping and stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me more. Oh, that was so tasty. Expose yourself to children in the E3, but the pros are harder to engage. Yeah, the E3 really just depends on what kind of a player you're fighting. Oh, and that can happen in the Act Panzer as well if you don't aim your shots in. It has the same problem like the E75, except here it's far more frustrating if you miss, because you have actually seriously long reload, and that can get really annoying. Excuse me, sir, do you mind? Thank you. Now let me excuse myself. I know there's a Sheridan around here though. And that Sheridan is the only thing that's bothering me, since that thing can make absolute rounds around me. And no problems whatsoever. Well, that's one hell of a Bravey 100, I have to admit. I know there's a T30 somewhere around there. So let's just keep our distance for now. Maybe the Moishkin is gonna do something, you know. Oh yeah, like that. Bam. Bye. Okay, sure. We are gonna keep doing this then. Ooh, well that's a low roll, but that was still a lot of module damage. I'm glad I took that shot. Well, the Jagd Panzer, it really depends. Either you're gonna have an absolute field day with it, I thought we already killed one, turns out this too, or you're gonna absolutely hate yourself playing it. Right now, I am kind of indifferent. I mean, if I hadn't foolishly wasted half of my health there, I think I would have been actually pretty fine for the rest of the match, but now I gotta conserve. Yeah, I ain't looking forward to conserving my health against a Death Star. I don't think anybody is looking forward to that. Okay. I fired HE just to make sure, because, well, it has plenty of splash damage, but I am absolutely screwed against this Sheridan. There's nothing I can do about this guy. I am gonna try for a shot if he, like, moves back here, but I cannot guarantee anything, because now he's invisible. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's not good, because this match can now be absolutely a defeat. I do not want to move up against him, because I know that he will have the first shot on me. I am expecting him to, like, make an error, but right now that's doubtful. That's... oh, there. I had my opportunity there. Now he can just lob a missile and finish me off. That ain't good. That ain't good. Yeah, of course. Another fully venerated team. Oh yes, of course. Well, there we go. That's a defeat. But it was a pretty good damage result. I mean, I shouldn't have exposed myself to the Death Star then. That was probably a game-losing move, and if I have to admit. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, 1700 ratings. I don't see that often. That wasn't bueno. And neither was this match. I am feeling those credits just pouring away. How far am I with win rate? I actually dropped pretty badly today. But hey. Oh, what do you smell? Yes, you smell a weeb. You have found the weeb of Fibo of this world and of this clan. I am like I am not annoying about it though. Hmm. Ooh, Castilla. Either we're gonna be having a successful camping game or we are going to miss every single one of our shots. Oh, now this is gonna be interesting because the map is definitely medium centric right now. So I believe we are not gonna be getting any decent shots in. Oh, why are my hands shaking? Oh wait, I drank tons of highly caffeinated tea right now. Yeah, that might be the reason actually. Hmm. But hey, the act Panzer, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. I keep giving it flack for like everything, but it's not really bad. It just really depends, like map placement and teamwork. Don't camp go left. I mean, it can definitely do its heavy job, and I guess you were right about going left. Today's a T-57 after all, but the armor, it just really all depends. And now with all the heavy tanks getting HP buffs, I am not sure if the Act Panzer is that effective in tanking shots anymore. It's all really dependent right now on the team, and I hate saying that all the time, but so many tanks just depend on your team doing a good job, which right now I am not doing. I have already lost over half of my health. Scratch that 60%, trying to hit a tank. Yeah, but 2,500 assists, excuse me. Ow! That's not nice of you. Sod off. Let me do my job. Because those guys, once those guys push on them, they're toast. I gotta do at least something in this match. I gotta at least hit one of them. But you see, that's the problem. They're a bit too fast for my liking. And I am also a very, very tall and large target. Oh yeah. Well, I did something. I did something. Yeah, the Act Panzer is far worse than the Act Tiger now, actually. The Act Tiger just has far superior armor now, which is surprising. And it also has that hilariously great 128 mil. It's just so glorious. Oh man, I wish this was a better match though. Well, speaking of tanks, where the tier 9 is better than the tier 10, basically, the 50M. The 50M itself is great, but in the current environment that we have, it ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it. Play a real tank. Well, that's kind of difficult. Tier 10 is filled with fake tanks. I could play the I-7. That's a real man tank, and that actually did exist. There's one in Kubinka in Russia, so we could play that the next match. Yeah, sure, I can do that. But the Himmelsdorf, well, surprisingly, that's an ideal map for. What? That's an ideal map for the tank like the 50M. You just hide your lower plate and you're grand, but unless someone actually knows to like aim at your turret, you're kind of screwed. Oh, excuse me, you're kind of brave, and I wonder what the T-54 is doing. Okay. I gotta like it before he gets another shot in me. There we go. Oh dear, that's, I got myself into an extremely complicated spot. I'm sorry, but I have to reverse. I love how this T-54 with predicts telling us how Viral loses. Like, okay, sure. Do what you think you are. Smasher is a real tank. Well, buy me a Smasher and I will play it. I do not support it because it's absolutely hilariously broken. I don't know why. It's like the stats on paper don't really. Oh, I should have aimed that in. The stats on paper really don't say much, but the problem is it just hits every shot you aim. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, Christ. Take a hike. Take a hike, T-54. You're not really helping us here. Yeah, so far all that he's doing is complaining instead of, playing. And skeet. Skeet indeed. Okay. What are they even, talking about? That's just, okay, sure. That fucker. That's a new insult if I ever heard one. Huh, a miss. Okay. Well, I can't really kill that effectively. And whoa. Well, that was a bounce. That was a bounce. That was an interesting bounce, though, I have to admit. I think I hit his heavily angled front or something. Ooh. Oh, that's it. Ooh. Oh yeah. Give me more, please. That's just the shots that we need right now, actually. Fires and stuff, and this 268 I wouldn't be doing that. No. Did he just absorb a shot? There we go, an opportunity, and I took that. I grasped it firmly. Yeah, now I'm really worried for the 268. We kind of need to get rid of the waffle, but our 268, well, what? No camp. Well, what are you suggesting right now then, T-54? What are you suggesting? I would ask him myself, but I don't want to type. Okay, well that's the Progetto gone, and I think 268 can have the waffle now. And after the waffle, all that's important is the Yak Tiger. Excellent. I think he's, yeah. But... oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know this. Well, the T-54 was complaining all the time, but now he actually seems to be playing, so, good for him. Good for him. But where did the E100 go? How can we lose sight of an E100? Like, that's just impressive. I think he's around here. No? Well then, where is he? Did he, go to our spawn or something? That can't be it. That can't be it. Right? Like, you know what? He could have actually done that. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Ah, jeez. This is terrifying. This is terrifying, trying to circle around the house. Trying to get an E100. Oh, well, that was a terrible shot, but it tracked him. If I poke, I'm just gonna die. But I feel so tempted. Well, that was just bad aim on my part. Jeez. Okay. Well, let me turn on the light in the room. It's too dark for me to see the keyboard properly. Oh god. Okay. Third class. Sure. Sure, I'll take it. In this T-54, I'm not surprised that he's, well, provocative. Someone who free didn't do exactly much himself. So next up, probably, yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why. Oh yeah, it's totally not because of like cough cough Emor, cough cough me just losing all of my health. But I7 time, sure. If it's gonna match us up with something that is so. Yikes. Raid, okay. I mean, let's try. It's a 183. I'll probably get ammo racked if it looks at me, but I can work around with this. It's not too bad. I kind of like the IS-7. It isn't a bad tank, but it ain't the best. I would say the best is the IS-4 for like Tech 3 tanks. If we were talking like premiums in this team and collectors and stuff, I'd say it would be the Chieftain. Now I don't have the Chieftain myself, so I cannot really confirm if that is the case, but I have seen GC, you know, Game Carrier, play it plenty of times on stream, and he seems to really like it. So I can believe that. This thing, well, the gun handling is a little bit annoying. The traverse is absolutely annoying, but it isn't as bad as on the 113. And it does actually have a pretty sturdy armor profile, but it all depends on if the enemy has enough pen. Yeah, IS-7 with like real life physics would be absolutely impenetrable. I think it was immune like to the German 12.8, which does sound kind of terrifying. Oh jeez, now I have to go all the way back because there's already a grill. And then IS-4. Okay. It's okay at sight. It's something like an IS-4. It ain't gonna work. It also rolls nicely high. That's something I also like about it. 460 alpha is like that extra grunt you need. Unfortunately, you can't do ridiculous stunts with, like, what did you even aim at? You can't do ridiculous stunts with it as you can do with the 252U, where you just angle yourself up on a slope and nothing can pin you unless they know where to aim. Okay. Well, this guy clearly didn't know. I mean, the T-57 may be loaded before me. Yeah, even like the lower plate would be impossible to pen, because like look at the angles on it. That's just insane. Co? No, nemám něco vyprání. Ani ponožky, ani to. Yeah, that was just Dad asking if I want to put some clothes into the washing machine. It's nice of him to ask, but why am I even chasing after a Sheridan? I am not gonna get after that. It does have great like top speed. It truly gets to places, but the speed itself, like the way it gets to the top speed, ain't that great. And there we can see the Russian gun handling and just my poor aim in general. After the guy tries his third shot. Okay, sorry. After the guy tries his third shot, I can attempt a shot, and well, okay. Sure. I am positive that shot shouldn't have hit at all. Hello. Good sir, would you be willing to tussle with me? I think you can pin me from here. Yeah, in these, I think he's just firing heat. And that was just terrible aiming on my behalf. Wow. Duh. Balance. Duh. Duh. The comrade, you see. When gonna broken, it more accurate. Duh. Jesus Christ, sometimes this tank, I do not understand it. I just do not. It's just magic, I can't explain it. Okay. So... I haven't taken the 140 out for a spin, but I should give it a nice looking camo first. I like Oasis, but it just drains more credits than what it should. Actually, I might need to look over how many of them I have left. So certificates. I have 2 of these, there's this, and that's my last Aquamarine. I'm saving that for the 100. So it's either Amazonia or Vesuvio, and I am leaning heavily towards Amazonia. Because Vesuvio is it looks bad, unlike most tanks that you put it on. I also have a Shady Grove, but I mean I could put that on the 62A or something, so bam. Place, replace, and replace. Play XP, oh wait. Yeah, I sold that. I usually don't sell premium tanks, but the EXP just deserved to be sold. It ain't a good tank, it really ain't. That's why I've gotten rid of it. But if you have a T34, there is no need to own an EXP. If you have a T29, there is no need to own a M6A2E1. Oh, this is some really weird matchups we're getting today. Like, ooh. So many hammers, so many 183s in general. It's British week, I guess. But the 140, I like the 140, but it's been absolutely superseded by the 62A. The 62A is just better in every aspect except mobility and that little bit of armor. That 183's clan tag definitely suits him. I thought my door was being opened right now. Because, like, look at him, eh? What am I supposed to do here? Play horseshoes? Play horseshoes. And I've been spotted. Or not. I forgot the 140 has, you know, camouflage. Unfortunately, the gun sometimes, it's a little bit weird. Guns make weird, like, it works, it's definitely sufficient for me, but I am not sure how it would translate onto others. The pen is on the low side, it's not favorable. And that can happen too. Well, you have actual armor against plenty of tanks, don't rely on it. XP side armor is, yeah, it's an absolute HE magnet. That's why I don't really like it. I can play tanks without armor, sure, and well, that was just my aim. Oh, wow. But tanks that should have dependable armor but don't are on my hit list. I absolutely despise tanks like that. Ooh, so. Oh yeah, I think the grill's looking great now. Ow. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't. But I couldn't resist myself and, well, look where it had gotten me, so. Nice. Ah, that's a load taken off my back. Unfortunately now I'm perilously low on health, but hey, we are almost done. It's just an E5 and a Hori T2, and I have actually not paid attention to why the Hori T2 is in the city. Actually, why the hell was like half the team in the city? Doesn't make sense. Like, really? But just why? There is no reason for that. So while the C5 is just getting swarmed. Huh. Oh, max roll, not bad. Sure. Alright, decent game. I'm kind of happy for this one. The 140... Yeah, I don't know if the 140 can even be buffed in anything without anybody suddenly complaining about it, how like bad it's overpowered. I mean, the 62A is overpowered in some regards. It has an insane turret where the weak spots aren't exactly pronounced. You can definitely hit them, sure, absolutely, you can do that. It is possible. But looking at them, they're way less pronounced than the ones on the 140. Just wow, those two cupolas, they ain't good. 62A has just that one cupola and it's hidden far back on the turret. It also has 7 degrees of gun depression and downright insane gun. I mean, just look. I run it with the refined gun because the aim time is just good enough, but I would recommend people to use the stabilizer instead because you're gonna be firing on the move a lot. So let's play the 62. Canyon, my favorite. Better than mine's. Yeah, the EXP does have worse armor than a Baguette Heavy. And I am pretty sure the 140 also has worse armor than a Baguette Heavy. The 50B has legitimately good armor though, if you know how to use it. It isn't reliable by any means. Side armor is absolutely terrible, you cannot sidescape with it at all. Everything's gonna go through that, and most things are gonna go through that with HE. But the turret, if you angle it like upwards, since it's an oscillating turret, it will angle most of the entire turret upwards. So you're actually gonna have more effective armor, and that works against some mediums. And well, this guy just lost most of his health. Well, that was a weird shot, but okay, I'm gonna take it. Thank you. She has the 90 mil, jeez, I feel bad for him. Yeah, the 62A, yeah. Nerf T62 speed at the aim time but 140 speed. You see the 62A, it doesn't exactly have great speed to begin with, it goes like 50 tops, which is good. It's good enough, but it ain't anything stellar. The Leopard one is the undisputed king of mobility. The 30B, I would say, is the runner-up for that, in this tier at least. Oh yeah, this T92 messed up. I can't really help him with that, as there's a 183 somewhere around there. And I really do not want to risk the anger. Oh wow, that's the Sam. I haven't seen the guy in quite a while actually. I am impressed he's in the game actually. I absolutely love the gun on the 62A though. Anybody can pick this up and immediately go ham with it. It's accurate even at 75%. It's that ridiculous, yeah. But I would probably buff an aspect on the 140. I think I would buff the turret slightly, and I know what you're saying. Oh, but isn't that gonna make it overpowered? Well, and hold down a bit, but I mean just look on the 62A. 62A hold down is already, well, kind of insane. Huh, I actually have some decent damage. Alright, that's pretty good. Ooh, I think the 183 is looking. Yeah, he sure was. Oh, well, that was some nerve-wracking stuff right there. Okay, let's turn it up a bit so that I have actual armor facing them. I shouldn't have fired that. I should have gotten that on the T-54E1. Speaking of the E1, hello. Hello. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not good. That ain't good. That ain't good. The guy can one-shot me with Hesh, but as the match is pretty much over, I think I can afford that. I can afford that, definitely. Sure. Huh, I expected, you know... There we go, bam. And that's a great damage gain. The 140 with better turret is still just the 62A. See, that's a problem. I didn't know where I would balance it. 140 has good speed, it has a decent gun, it still has decent armor. There's just... Wow, second class for this. I have no idea what to like on it, really. Just no idea what I would. It's yeah, nice battle, I guess. It's absolutely mind-boggling. I don't encounter tanks like this very often. And oh dear, 44,000 credits. Okay, sure. And well, I could take the 62A for another battle. It works very often, and it works very effectively. It's just, it's an absolute stat padding tank for a lot of people too. If they don't have a T22, then how that is all this. Well, that doesn't happen often. A clanmate. Maybe I'm gonna load in time. Please. Please, load! I should give it an autoloader or something whack. A Russian autoloader would be fun. An STB, we could play that next. I'm a fan of the STB, but I just started noobing around in it, so I've just completely nuked myself in it. A 2-shot autoloader would be interesting, I suppose. I would probably buff the 140's alpha or something to trade off for like everything else. That's kind of it. I would probably buff it to like 325. I know that's a weird number, but still. What else would I give it? Oh wow, yeah. I can't believe I hit that, but I should have expected that he would hit me. Yeah, then it's just a 1-to-1B. Just... I mean, it definitely couldn't house an autoloader, but hey, we have tanks like that. The Foch. The Foch 155. They absolutely definitely could load an autoloader despite not looking like it. Seriously, this is such a difficult brain blast. It actually makes me like think about like what would I balance on it. That's like genuinely hard work. Wow, well, I just whiffed that. 2 STBs, jeez. Yeah, that's hardest probably down. If you'll excuse me, sir. I have something to take care of, please. Please leave me be. But how did you not pen that? I am like... I don't have great armor. I definitely don't. It's like... give it missiles. No. Shader. Totally. Yeah, just aim harder, man. Like, it's not hard to pen a 62A. The lower plate is like... No, the entire frontal armor is like 200 effective. Well, I'm not translating that. Oh, wow. I have some ridiculous RNG this match. This is just insane. Alright, there we go. Another decent battle. Nothing too bad, I guess. But well, let's try the STB then. We can absolutely try the STB. I believe in that. I have a craving for it now. Is that Hunter? That's the Lion of Sinai. Sure. Let's just give Sardis over the opponent. Where is he? There we go. Yeah, I am totally a cheater. You're not totally just bad at aiming. And that's the truth. It ain't that hard to go through this thing. Oh man. The Black Dog. I could I was thinking of getting it after summer if I will have extra cash, because currently I am considering a part-time job at a paperworks in a small town not too far from the place where I live. It's hardly 20 kilometers. I would be there as a tour guide, and I would get pretty decent pay from it. In fact, I could probably get so much pay that I could probably just get a better laptop outright. This thing, graphics wise, is bad. Very bad, in fact. It has an entry level graphics card from like 2015. And that would have been good in 2015. Unfortunately, it can't run that many games on like smooth 60 FPS. Sometimes it struggles even with 30. If I got a laptop with, let's say, a GTX 1060 or a 1660 Ti or 1650 Super, that would bring the quality of my videos overall a very big step up. Sometimes you may see that there's a bit of blaring and stuff, and a better graphics card and a better CPU would eliminate most of my issues when streaming as well. And I would probably be able to knock it up a notch to 1080p if someone would be even interested in that. I'm not sure if my network would handle it though. But hey, let's play the STB. So, Fosh 155, I don't see a whole lot of them nowadays. Yeah, Wargaming Crew really screwed themselves when they kept buffing the 62A over and over. And they have also kind of screwed themselves over with the 121. I believe the 121 should have its reload nerfed. Right now, the gun is absolutely awesome, and it will still be, even if you lower the DPM a little bit. I'd say like lower it by half a second or something to make the 420 alpha trade-off worth it. You're not supposed to be a DPM medium like it is now. Oh, there, he's firing a missile, isn't he? Oh, there. Just get it over with, man. Get it over with. Get on with it. Did he fire the grill? I think he did. Ooh, that's a brave WZ. That's a really brave WZ, wow. I commend you. But NSTB hold down is just too much for a tank like that to try and take care of. That's just ridiculous. Well, that was a great shot. That shouldn't have gone in, but it did. It absolutely did. Is the Sheridan firing missiles now? I think this. Oh, I bounced and that hit the wall. I was completely happy to trade off that guy, but it seems like I didn't have to. I just want to get rid of this WZ right now, because otherwise I'm gonna die here. Okay, there we go, excellent. But the Sheridan is, interestingly suicide diving. That's an interesting tactic. That's a very interesting tactic. I'm gonna consider that when I'm gonna play the bat chat. And that was just a wasted shot on my end. Okay, that guy's toast. Ooh, that's the Sheridan. That's the Sheridan, and that's the 268. No. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Let's go around him. Quick. Pronto. Please bring pizza pronto. Oh, Jesus. Now back to the Sheridans. And that's a WZ. Well, this is a really hectic game. Ooh. Oh, that's a 50B. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, now I'm toast. Or not. I'm still alive. But the Fosh probably has a shot now. Yep. Sure does. That was actually a pretty fun sequence, not gonna lie. that was really fun. But I am really doubtful about this being a win. They're all kind of diving against the Fosh and just giving him damage. Yeah, I don't think this is a win. That ain't the win. That ain't the win. But yeah, we've played some Russian mediums. We've played the STB. I think it's only fair if we're gonna give the bat chat a spin today as well. After all, it's getting buffed next update. I probably won't be available by the time it gets buffed. Ah, hey Gravy, how you doing, man? How you doing? But aside that, the bat chat is already pretty good. I like it a lot, but I think it deserves that buff because it really needs to kind of stand out compared to the Sheridan. The Sheridan just has everything you need. Even the gun is basically better on that. Even though now it's gotten plenty of nerfs. I think that just the real focal point is still missiles. If we keep missiles on now on those two tanks, then it's just impossible to balance them overall. Ah, jeez. Polish people, of course. Of course, of course. T92? It's just K91 and T62. I really don't want to be poking around here. Because there's a Sheridan, and that's the T92. And that's one hell of a fearless 62. Well, whatever that was that hit, it didn't connect. And that didn't connect either. But that did somehow. Jeez. Can you play E50M? Sure. I can do that next match. I've played it a bit since the start of the stream, but I can absolutely do that. I ain't great in it though, so... And I'm toast. Oh man, that was a very quick battle. That 183 hit was so really unfortunate. He was probably really aimed in on that. Either that or just, you know, magic. Yeah, defeat STV. It could have been a very tight game too. Just oh, that React Panzer didn't do a whole lot, did he? I don't think he tried. So let's do the 50M then. Well, let me just squish a little bit of the tea. That's all of the tea I have for the evening gone. And I still feel very tired. Oh boy. So 2 React Panzers, 183. Before the bin on Port Bay today, I'm just surprised we're here again so soon, but looking at the Steam matchup, I'm really worried that they'll go City. The 50M could probably survive in the City. I'm just, you know, it ain't exactly the way right now. I'm super worried that they'll just, it seems they'll probably, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't complain about the map. The Port Bay map is actually pretty alright. It could have been worse. We could have gotten mines. We could have gotten Camp Stila again. Like, anything is possible with this Russian random number generating machine. But so far, no spots. Ooh, oh yeah, that's the Centurion, but why is he so far here? And that's a haste. That's just, wait, I shouldn't have done that shot. I should have fired normal ammo. It's really weird with the 50M. I really don't like mediums with like APCR heat. I prefer them with AP heat, AP heat, yeah. What T brands I have in the Czech Republic? Well, I have the normal stuff, Tekane, then there's Pickwick and stuff, but my most favorite is Ahmad tea, definitely. They just make wonderful tasting tea, and I absolutely love their English breakfast. It just tastes so good. It's also really nicely like strong. It packs a punch. I absolutely love it as a tea. Unfortunately, it is a bit pricey, so I do not buy it very often. But I'm sure you can understand my fond liking, and I've just blocked the Act Panzer heat shell, I think. Oh, but I am not really keeping my hopes up against the 183. He seemed to have eyes only for me, though. But yeah, T brands otherwise are just painfully generic and are like the store brands. Surprisingly, the only other tea brand that I kind of liked was Tesco's tea brand. But the closest Tesco from here is like 30-40 kilometers. So I only go there like once or twice a year. It ain't worth it otherwise. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, man. Please, 1-1-3. Please don't do that. Oh, wow, he survived. What's that guy firing like? Was that guy just firing heat the whole time? That would have been an interesting tactic if he did. It has bad alpha already to begin with, but... Oh wow, that was a panic shot. I can kill him, definitely. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez, that was such a bad move. And now the I7 is coming. Ooh. Oh, that was tight. Oh, that was so tight. Ah, this is actually a pretty decent battle. I mean, the D57's looking now, but... we all know how that goes. And he's already messed up. And that's the match. That's the match. That's actually pretty decent, 4.8k. So I'm not mad about this. I'm not absolutely mad about this. That's actually a pretty decent result for a guy like me. Oh, first class. Interesting. Okay, that was kind of a decent result. The Yak Tiger didn't do anything at all. But you know, that stuff happens. That stuff absolutely happens. And defeat Bat Chat, I'm not surprised I did terribly in that match. Ooh. Oh yeah. We must fix that right up. Right up. And after that, we're gonna be doing some tank destroyers, I suppose, because I have forgotten to do that mission. Oh, this is some really weird matchmaking though, 2 platoon teams. 2 Sheridans. That ain't it, Chief. I ain't looking for that. 2 tanks that are literally better than me. Oh, but yeah, that was a good game in the 50M. I was kind of surprised. Okay. But also one of the things that I'm definitely planning to get in case that I will get the laptop, I will move over to SSDs. May you platoon? I mean, sure, we can do tier 10 TDs, I suppose. That was a weird drift. Oh no. That's a first missile. Oh jeez. These guys have no chill. 30 seconds in. Missiles. We should just limit them to like, you know, 3 shells, and that would help the issue a little bit. I don't know why you're firing missiles at a Bat Chat. You could just poke over. You have gun depression. There's nothing challenging about Bat Chat in general, and I actually have to skeet from here. I hate that because it's exposing me to the Sheridans and tanks here. But not like I have a choice. Oh gee. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. You messed up my clip, man. Yeah, oh, come on. Oh, come on. No damage this time. Oh. I really like the Bat Chat, so it really disappoints me that I can suck so bad in it. I guess today is just not the day for it. Everybody's spamming the Sheridan. That really makes me unhappy. Ooh. Oh, this was supposed to be a Chillax stream, but now my anger is going up. Ooh, oh no. Oh no, that ain't good. That ain't good. Okay, sure. Oh, once it loads, there we go. And Fosh 155, well, a strange combo, but sure, I'll go with the 268. It is a strange combination. Faust, first time we're seeing Faust today, and well, honestly, with the matchups that we're getting against an IS-3, I'd rather not. A 252 will still be effective in tier 10, because its armor is just that ridiculous if you hide the lower plate, but I wouldn't be trusting it. I wouldn't be trusting it at all. Okay, are we loading? We're loading. It's like they don't know that they're gonna like go into a tier 10 match. Like, you legitimately cannot be small brain, yeah. You cannot be legit that like unknown. I do not believe that. Well, that's the first missile of this match, of course. Constant missiles. So, well, you expect me to push? Oh yeah, you do. Well, that's awkward. I'm sorry, man, but I ain't pushing through there. Yeah, no. I have learned to dodge missiles. Oh wow. I have not learned to aim though. Jeez. I know Yak Banter is there though. Oh, well, that was the E4. Interesting that the guy is even trying to like poke. And where did I even aim that? I'm just completely brain dead. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's, this is actually a predicament. We need to get rid of one of these tanks pronto. Finally a hit. Oh, 666. This moisture is... oh, that's a really annoying tank. Oh, nice, 730. And backup. He missed me. He completely whiffed it. That's good. This is not good. And that's 639. Yeah, we're screwed now. I shouldn't have, you know. Max roll. Decent, but, well, what? I'm screwed. Nothing I can do. I seriously don't know why they went through here, though. Ooh, that was like... I don't even think he hit the same postcode. Yeah, it's a defeat, thanks to the fact that, well, this guy has brought a completely wrong tank. I don't know why would you do this, but don't. That's my advice here. This ain't even fun. This ain't funny. I don't know what the 704 is thinking. Like, wow, tier 10. My platoon mate is in a tier 8. That's gonna be so funny. No, it isn't. Sure, his platoon mate is the only one who got any kills, but I really doubt he was more effective than any one of us. Yeah. Unsporting. Why are you even doing this? Like, why? Just why? That's embarrassing. I don't know why would you play like this? Victory Alpenstadt, the most embarrassing victory of the day. And I've completely shagged my stats in it now thanks to that. I remember I had like 3100 W8 in it. Now I think I have hardly 2400. But yeah. So Winter Malinov, come, let's see some music. Maybe we're gonna have a successful battle this time. But it's very heavy oriented, so I am having my doubts. So yeah. I'm not going to the obvious camping spot actually. I think I'm gonna go near mid, near the cap. Just so I can have like some extra surprising shots. Because this place, while it gets plenty of shots, is just way too obvious for a tank destroyer. A tank destroyer like this too. Like jeez. And the 50B's already there. And I have missed them. I have missed them. That's a shame. Maybe there's one more somewhere around here. Well. I mean, that was a worthy trade. 354, almost 700. I will take that. Any time of week. Well, I was never a fan of the Foch. I sold it myself. I could probably grind the credits back to get it in like a day if I bought it hard enough, but I really don't want to. I really don't like it. Maybe I will like it once I like grow up with it. But well, you can see the shot he just had. That's just a Foch in a nutshell, and then it also has low alpha. Like the low alpha fixed the autoloader, but it never needed to be like that. It never needed to have an autoloader in the first place. All it needed was an accuracy buff. Yeah, because that happens. Excuse me, kind sir. I will help you in your endeavor. A nice double tap. He can still almost reload his clip faster than I do, so he's kind of strong. Well, I don't know where the hell that went. But I will take it. I will take it, thank you. I will take it with side fries. And we will have to push up on this for the blow 5. Okay, well that guy's gonna get a shot on me. Yeah, 702, jeez. Those are some high rolls. Okay, that's a top gun. That's a top gun at least. That's kind of nice. And the last thing left is a full 202 this. So I can't get to him in time. I absolutely can't. The guy's already dead. Like, look, that's a weak A72. He's absolutely toast. He's coming for the ram. Oh wow. Sure. I will take the Radley. I will take the Radley. Thank you very much. Okay, sure. Sure, 5 kills. Not bad, not great. That's a 3.6. Okay, team play. Okay, so you know that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. We could try and have I'm gonna try the act fence. It's just to horrify everybody. It's the act panzer is through shock material. It's already weird enough to play alone, so why would you bother to play it in a platoon? Like, TDs are a good combination with like lights and mediums. 2 TDs together isn't a good combo, but I'm doing it just for the missions, so yeah. Okay. Mediums, okay, sure, we can work with this. It all really depends on what they do. Oh, Jesus Christ, my voice just, whoa, what the hell? That was weird. But this all really depends on, this all really depends on what the TDs will do. Well, I am kind of sluggish. I just kind of remembered 30 kph ain't amazing. Okay. Oh wow, that's a nice roll actually. I'm kind of impressed. Okay. That guy's not doing anything this match. 40 seconds in and he's dead. And you already lost half your health. Are you okay? I think that was the 183 or something. That's a 140. Nah. I think he just got like clipped or something. Yeah, probably that. They can handle the 140. And not a bad roll, but you know, my alpha is 800. It could be better. It could be better. I might have to load adrenaline. Greetings, kind sir. Would you care to browse my fine wares? Ooh, I love it when I can do that. That's just like so dirty. Oh, but that is dirty too. Now I must angle against the 183 so I don't get you know, bend. Ooh, oh yeah, nice. And there's only 3 enemy tanks left. That's kind of strange, but hey, this whole battle was kind of weird. So you know, I'm just glad it's over. 850, that's a nice roll. I will take that. I will take that any time of the week. Oh wow, that was so stupid. I think he crashed. Yeah, I think he crashed. Or his Wi-Fi just died on him. Oh, pretty nice shot. Okay. And that's them down. Yeah, I think he just crashed. Whoopsie. But hey, 2900 damage, that ain't bad. It ain't great, but it's definitely more than what I expected to get this match. I feel like a cheeky guy today. You're an effective player. Anyway, I feel like such a jerk. So do I have any other TD actually? I could play the 263. I could try that, absolutely. I think we're just gonna have like 3 or 4 more battles and that's gonna be it for the night. Because I'm not really feeling it now. I've already played for quite a while today, and this should be cutting it for me. Okay, medium oriented. I'm going to the mediums. Let's hope he doesn't get brutally murdered there. I mean, okay, if you're gonna go there, sure, I don't mind. Let's roll. Okay. I mean, why are they all there? I mean, yeah, they have TDs, so it makes a little bit more sense, but still. Oh, that didn't. Well, that didn't connect at all. That was embarrassing. Yeah, very epic plan. Ah, jeez, that was heat. And I could have hit that. That's heat, that's all heat. Oops, all shots. Yeah, too bad I have pen. The 263's gun is amazing, but sometimes it does that. Oh yeah, now I'm expecting to get nuked, absolutely. Come over here. Oh well, he's dead. That's... Wow, that's 4 tanks in a minute. I guess we deserve that for the last match. Oh no. You're playing like a Todd, well, you're not as bad as them. Oh, gun's dead. And I missed. Okay. You can't win this. This was just... I could have done better. I could have done absolutely better. Yeah, we could have done so much more. I'm not angry. Well, that was a shot. That was a shot. That's all we're going to say about that. Okay, so only 2600. I mean, there was nothing. There was nothing he could have done. Absolutely nothing. This match was absolutely screwed right from the get-go. Ooh, and I already lost 100k credits. Ooh. I mean, I can always get more credits whenever I want, of course. It doesn't really matter. We have plenty to play with. Oh dear. Middleburg, not a good map for a tank like this. No. This is a terrible map for a 263 because the gun depression really kind of limits where you can go. 4 degrees is bad, and the fact that you're rear mounted doesn't make it a whole lot better. And we absolutely can't afford going city no matter what the Jagd Panzer and IS-8 are thinking. We cannot do that. There's... I think we would just get, you know, killed from every other end. Yeah, as you can see, that's the IS-7. Maybe I can get a cheeky shot on him. I think that missed. I think I didn't hit him at all, though. Yeah, I don't think I did. Okay, so... let's hide behind this ditch. The 62A can pin me just fine if he knows where to aim, though. Yeah, that happens. That happens. So, from this position I wouldn't be able to do anything to that. Okay. Sure. I need to grab a better position. This is actually the worst spot I could have picked for the 263. Some low gun depression tanks I genuinely love. The Ws at 120, the tier 9 medium, was actually kind of interesting to play. I kind of liked it. What are you doing? I don't know. Sorry, team. I mean, it still means it still has the same outcome. I don't know what I'm doing either. I had burned most of my health to fail a few shots. Oh, come on. Oh, that's super annoying. You know, the gun is really great, but sometimes I just don't know how to aim. Ooh, okay. There's nothing I can do against this. 487, okay, sure. Decent roll. And I've completely whiffed that. Oh yeah, it is kind of depressing, because the 263 has the potential to be a really good tank. We can try one more match in it to try and fix it, I suppose. These 2 matches have been nothing but trouble. It looks kind of funny though. Yeah, absolutely sure. So synchronizing that, 30,000, ooh. Oh, yikes. How the tables have turned, or how the turned have tabled. That was a win though, so, you know, mission, sure. I'll pick it up, free XP, credits. I can try one more time, sure. Well, what's the worst that could happen? That could happen, okay. I mean, I'm glad to see Metis is back after spring season. Veil did pretty okay, actually. I was kind of impressed. friend of mine as a deputy there, so I was kind of biased. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that I grinded the line out, but I really wasn't a fan of the 12254. I had to equip it like almost fully, and even then I kind of didn't like it. This thing has so much better like firepower generally. 254's main point is like 4000 DPM. Anything else? No. It legit like relied on you being able to use that DPM, and when you can't do that, it's really annoying, because that's basically the only impressive point you have on the tank. Well, I'm sorry, but with the way you're angling up against me, you ain't gonna be penning anything today. I can still get a few shots in, absolutely. Are you even looking? No, you are not. Yeah, that's my opportunity. Let's go. Let's clean house. There's only 4 tanks left, so yeah. 510, good roll, but he's absolutely toast. Nobody's killing the E4. Nobody, and that's a 183. I should have really expected that to happen. Should have known he was loaded, and I should have just stayed at the back, but I really wanted that shot. I was feeling greedy. And that got to me. And that basically made me get killed. I could improve. I'm getting way too aggressive every time I play the 263. How loud did I whiff this shot? Wow. Bloop. But these matches are going on really quick. This one took like 3 minutes. Yeah, but hey, 3.1k, that's pretty good. I'm not complaining. So I think that finally cuts it for TDs. So E5, I could go with the 1-2-1. Sure, let's go with that. I just need to stretch a little bit. I'm gonna set up a bot to give you the notifications roll automatically if you want it. Okay. Okay. Camp still up. 2 183s. Yeah, I think I know what's gonna happen. I ain't looking forward to this. Heavy centric. Camp Stiller. TDs. This ain't a good combination. But hey, the 1-2-1 definitely is. Everybody's running this camo on it, but I just use it because it looks good. It looks good on this tank. Like, I can shove any other camo I want on it, but this is just the thing that I like. It makes me move. It's my shtick. If you move far back enough, I can get a cheeky shot on you, but that ain't happening. Right now, I'm more worried about the lack of 62A, and there he is. Oh yeah, oh that's a roll if I ever had one. Oh yeah, guy's toast. Bye. I love you. Oh, but I've been spotted. Oh, oh dear, that's not good. There's still one in play, and that's an E100. That's an E100. Ow. Wait, was that heat? That was heat. What the hell? Sure. $372 That didn't get me spotted. Okay, that's good. Oh well. The gun is great, but it ain't that great from from distance. I mean, I'm also currently camping, which is losing us the game actually. No, come back here. Thank you. Ooh, that's the 100. Oh no, oh no. What is a prat? I understand what is a brat. I do not know the word prat. I know there is prattling, for example. Oh well, I think that messed up my shot real bad. Oh yeah, but that's an E4. So let's go back to the garage. I will take a quick look if I have any ads on Discord. I do, but they're not in any of the servers that I really like frequent. It's just Skate Extremes and Rose's server. Okay. I mean, the one-to-one is absolutely incredible. I love it, and you guys know that too. I just have a fond affection for it, because just it's so bueno. The 75 is also incredible. I'm considering keeping it once I'm done researching the E100, because it's just that great of a tier 9 heavy. It's just a good tier 9 tank in general. We could do like one more match in the 1-to-1 and I'll call it a day. I was planning to play the Conqueror, but that's not a good idea in a platoon. So yeah. Okay, so we're just going to wait till the end of the match. In the meantime, you can see my completed Thunder in the background. I'm not exactly fond of it. I don't really like the Thunder, as that will be evident in the review that I will make of it later down the line. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh jeez, I'm really getting tired, and that's a good thing because I should really sleep. Because I'm waking up early again tomorrow. I have stuff in the morning to do, which isn't great, but yeah, I can go with it. I can roll with it. It's absolutely fine. No fuss. That being said, we're done with spring season, and I probably won't be getting any extra coins, so I'll just claim the 40k. There we go. I didn't even need the 40k, like the credits are easily the worst reward that you can get from that. I would say go for the premium or the free XP. Free XP is really helpful. I'm actually saving up some of the free XP for the 110 turret, because well, yeah, I kind of don't want to bother with the stock gun, which is terrible. This is, well, I did not bother doing this line yet. I just want to do the heavies first before the TDs. I mean, I already have the engines and stuff, so the grind is also easier for me than it is with the TDs right now. I'm basically only missing one gun and like a turret on the tier 9, and that's basically all I need. Oh boy, okay. Oh wow, that was a win. And decent damage as well, I suppose. But let's have the last one. Does he say anything? I forgot to add him to his friends. Jesus, I'm so forgetful sometimes. Okay. I mean, I have been streaming for almost like an hour 20 by this point, so it is an ideal. Oh, Jarlsberg. It is an ideal time for me to switch the game off at this point. Jarlsberg is a nice guy. But not outstanding. I was about to say but you know what. Yeah, it's basically a diet 1-2-1. It lacks the parts that make the 1-2-1 really tick, but it does have a great turret. But well, these parts also make the 1-2-1 thick and also thick. I really like how the 1-2-1 looks. It's basically a really long Geboya. Yeah, don't do that next time. Ooh, but I shouldn't have done that. Was a mistake, and time to back up. Time to back up as we need to mop the floor with a chieftain and a Sheridan. I won't be able to get another shot at the chieftain, but I might get the... Oh wow. I should have used just that one kit and I'd be fine. And I have wasted my health. I think poking now would be an actual detriment to my health. Oh wow, and I'm dead. Yeah, and so isn't so is my platoon mate. Well, I mean, oh wow, that was a bad shot. And yeah, this isn't exactly a great last game to end it on, but kind of want the KPF, but it's been sold so many times. I think the cheapest time it was sold was like 8k gold or something. It's just that cheap. And well, yeah. So that is gonna be it from me. And if you have somehow enjoyed the stream, then you know what you can do. You can just like, comment, subscribe, donate if you want to, or if you can afford to, and if you like the channel. Anyways, that is gonna be it from me, and I'm gonna see you later.